Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Fiddler's Friday. This week I have something pretty special that I have been working on, and I will confess I am double dipping. I'm taking one project and turning it into another. So what I'm going to be doing today is part of a larger project called Ode to the Greats, which is being done by a band called the Blue Dreamers right out of Memphis, where I am sitting today, streaming from my room. And I'm really excited to be a part of this project because it's such a great tribute, and it's really impressive that they are covering this entire album. So the album that we are covering is called Diamond in the Rough. It's a Sylvester Syl Johnson album, and it's just so great. It's been lifting me up a lot this week, and I'll tell you a few things that have happened to me this week, and I'm sure you'll understand why I needed the uplifting. I want to say hi to so many wonderful folks today. First and foremost, my dad. He is always the man of the hour here on Fiddler's Friday. Hey Dad, I love you so much. Hello to you out in Hilton Head right now. I see Pierre and Gordon, Cam and Len and Jay. Lots of one-syllable names at the end there. And like a couple more of you who are just watching for fun. So I hope that everybody's having a great day today, and just know that I never take your name for granted when it appears on my Fiddler's Friday feed. I love connecting with you guys in this way. And though some weeks I think to myself, gosh, wouldn't it be easier to skip Fiddler's Friday? I, first of all, have no excuse these days, and second of all, just could not miss the opportunity to reach out and connect with you today, even if it's from a distance. Hey Donald, thank you for saying hello. I love it when people say hi, and just so happy to share this music with you today. I'm going to give you a sneak peek into my process here. So this is, again, an album by Syl Johnson, which actually I didn't really know much about him, but it's really cool. It's called Diamond in the Rough, and I've been transcribing it for the Blue Dreamers, and each song only has about one part in unison for the violins, but I usually record about 5 of them. I feel like that gives a good section sound. So here's a couple of different things. There's Stuck in Chicago, and then Diamond in the Rough down below, which is the title song. So really fun, a great project for me, kind of combines a lot of my passions. Makes me feel like I'm back in college because I'm using my Passantino notebook that I found in the library one day. Somebody just discarded, and I love it. I love working with music and listening to good music. So, without further ramblings, I just want to go ahead and play the first song, and then I'll talk a little bit more about Syl Johnson and what he did and how he's connected to Memphis. I've got so many things here. Okay. And who's going to be on this upcoming tribute album, besides yours truly here. All right, here's a little opening song called Let Yourself Go.
Some
right. So they all fade out. So I just end up, deciding when I want to stop playing when I'm doing it live. Like I was saying, that opening song doesn't have a lot for the string section that was written for it, but others of them do. So I'm just having a great time jamming and enjoying this time with you guys. Oh, by the way, these are all the original string parts, so I had to listen to them and transcribe them, hence the big notebook. So, Syl Johnson was born in 1936. He's a R&B-blues artist and producer, and he was actually born about an hour from here in Holly Springs, Mississippi. And that, I think, is a really cool fact. So he got into music when he moved to Chicago in his youth and met a guitarist as his next door neighbor. And he got to playing that way. And then in the 1960s, he began recording. So kind of actually along the same lines as my life. I started doing, stuff in my mid-20s. And then in Memphis in the 1970s, he worked with Willie Mitchell at High Records in Memphis. So that's when he made this album, was in 1974. I did my homework, and I want to get it right because he's a really cool artist. So, yeah, so 1974, great time to make an album, Diamond in the Rough. Here's a little tune called Don't Do It. All right, a little bit of Don't Do It by Syl Johnson. Len, you are totally right. A lot of people liken this artist to Al Green. I was reading a little bit about him before this Fiddler's Friday, and it seems that he kind of got overshadowed on both ends by Willie Mitchell and Al Green. So, I'm sure as an artist we can all relate to that. Or even not as artists, whatever you do, You're always competing with somebody. And I just enjoy, taking some time to listen to somebody who might have had that problem, and and given them a little love, even if it's pennies in Spotify. So actually, a little bit about this new project that is going to give this artist, Syl Johnson, lots of love. It's called Ode to the Greats, and this band, the Blue Dreamers, invited me to be a part. So I just wanted to give them a little shout out, because they're the ones who brought me into this cool fold. And specifically, they're made up of Danny Banks on drums, Matthew Wilson on bass, Jon Hay on guitar, with some guest performances by Benton Parker on vocals and Al Gamble on keys. If you're in Memphis and in the music scene, you know who these people are, and what their names mean. So really heavy hitters, really cool folks. I'm excited to be a part of this project with them, and they, oh gosh, I'm getting a spam call. I didn't know that would show up on Fiddler's Friday. Thought I had my ringer off. I do. It's weird. Anyway, must be coming through the amp. Anyway, sorry about that. So yeah, not to mention Marc Franklin and Art Edmaiston on trumpet and tenor, and those are the same people who played on Ghosts in the Water in my single this past year in 2020. So really cool team, and again, their whole band is called the Blue Dreamers, and they're going to be putting out this little series, Ode to the Greats. And I have to say, the playing and singing on the recordings that they've sent me and that I'm working on right now are just amazing. So I'm having a great time. Sorry, I'm having a hard time with this this phone that keeps ringing. I'm having a great time putting it all together, and like I said, it's really lifting me up. All right, back to the show, I say, and glad you guys are enjoying it, and thanks for saying hi. All right, I'm going to play the third out of 5, and then I'll tell you what happened this week that made me need some lifting up. Just a little thing, nothing big, don't worry. This one's called I Want to Take You Home to See Mama.
It's time you met the folks at home.
alternate version of that one. And I'm going to let you guys know what it is, even though it might not be so PG. Or it's kind of scandalous. I keep on listening to this song and thinking that it goes, I want to take you home to see my wife. And I don't think that's how it goes. So I don't know why I keep on thinking that that's how it goes. Anyway, a really fun, bouncy song. David, you just dropped a bomb in those comments. I don't know if you're for real, but if you are, I'm going to have to check out your Facebook profile. I would believe you. That is really cool. That's just the sort of thing people around here quietly go about doing, is consorting with amazing players and musicians, and they would never tell you about it. They're too humble. Like Art Edmaiston and Marc Franklin on this coming project. Gordon, everything sounding okay for you? Oh, you were talking about the joke I made. Yeah, that's classic Alice for you. Alrighty. Well, I was going to tell you guys about my travesty of the week. It's not really that big of a deal, but we have had a roofer come on over and look at some things because we've had a little bit of a leaky roof with this rain that's been happening in Memphis this week, and we discovered it this week. And so we had a roofer come over, and he took a look. He climbed all the way to the top of our roof, which is quite high. And unfortunately, when I came back for my run, Brandon was hanging out in the driveway, kind of waiting for me with an unhappy look on his face. And he told me that he had some bad news. And the bad news was that when the roofer was up there checking out our chimney, he had dropped a hammer off the roof by accident, and it cracked my windshield. So, as some of you know, I've been having car woes these past few months, and I just kind of had to laugh and accept my fate. So that was my woe for the week, and I just got a new windshield. Thankfully, the roofer was really kind and paid for it, so all I had to do was get up super early today with Brandon and drive to the car place so they could fit me in before more rain comes. And it was not that much fun to have to deal with, but just grateful to have it ride and be okay from that accident that I was in late December. So anyway, this Fiddler's Friday is just a nice time for me to sit back and do something for myself and for you guys. So anyway, hope that you guys are doing all right, and you didn't have the kind of week I did, and that your roofs are not leaking, and that your car windshields are nice and sound. Alrighty, I've got two more for you. By the way, some of you might have noticed my violins tuned down. Just gonna make sure it's in tune. These old recordings, they didn't always use the same A440 or A441 standard that we do these days, so had to adjust and make do. All right, here's the next one on the album. I'm just going right through. It's called Could I Be Fallen in Love? I'm gonna start it and then try to cheat my way into the intro, which starts immediately.
I know we've only been friends, it's true, and I've always been fond of you, but strange things are starting to occur. Things are changing from what they were. With each passing day I find you becoming more part of my mind. Could I be falling in love with you? Could I be falling in love with you? Could I be
right. Sorry if there were a few out of tune notes there. I'm trying to work with this detuned violin. Doing the best I can. It's different. It's like playing a viola, but not quite. All right, one more, and then next week I'll be doing the second half of the album, which starts with what I think is my favorite song, Diamond in the Rough, the titular song. All right, so I'm going to do one more, and then I'll say goodbye, but I hope that this Soulful Fiddlers Friday has not only lightened your day, but also introduced you to maybe an artist you didn't know of before. The last song I'll be doing today is Stuck in Chicago. He should know something about Chicago. Let's see.
I'm stuck in Chicago, it's pouring rain. I don't know what to do. I spent all my money on the telephone, trying to get to you. I walk the streets, the windy streets, calling out your name. I saw the place where you said we meet, but you never came. Wrote me a letter, told me to meet you here. Even gave me time and directions. I feel like a fool, but you're not here. Looks like I must have lost connection. When a man is lonely and needs his woman, there's nothing he won't do. You're my woman, and I need you, honey. I'm trying to get to you. I walk the streets, the windy streets, calling out your name. I saw the place where you said we meet, but you never came. You wrote me a letter, told me to meet you here. You even gave me time and directions. I feel like a fool, but you're not here. Looks like I must have lost connection. I'm stuck in Chicago, it's pouring rain. I don't know what to do. I've been looking, I've been searching, trying to get to you. I
Had to do my own fade out there. Well, guys, wherever you're stuck, I hope that you are having a great Friday and looking forward to a nice weekend. And I as well am looking forward to having my car back in action, and yeah, just happy to be lucky in my life. David, you're convincing me. That is pretty darn cool. I am so impressed. You'll have to share some of those experiences and stories when we have a chance to see everybody around at all these, things that are starting to open up. By the way, wherever you are, I hope you stay safe, and as things get a little bit more open, just hope you stay safe and keep doing what you're doing, because whatever you're doing, you've made it this far. As we come up on the year anniversary of what was my last gig, which was March 13th, which was a St. Patty's Day sort of gig at Brass Door. So anyway, lots of crazy stuff going through my mind and my heart this week as we round the corner to a year out, and whatever your situation is, just hang in there, and I will see you in person soon, hopefully sooner rather than later. And just know that I love you too, and Dad and Len, Gordon, everybody who's watching, thank you so much for hanging with me. Gordon, I was thinking somebody's going to see your comment and think it's about my playing. But it's okay. If they ask, just tell them it was a bad joke. Anyway, I love you guys, and I am not known for my Irish goodbyes, so I'm going to cut myself off here. Happy Friday, and I'll see you next week for the second half of Sylvester Johnson's Diamond in the Rough. Take care, guys.